Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Hi. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my weekly live video. Good evening. How are you? How are you doing? How did your day go? Yes. So tonight we're going to be talking about something special. In case you just started following me, my name is Larakuda Don Momo, and I'm a mind and strategy coach. I help driven female CEO 10x their income in 6 months without burnout. Yes. So today we're going to be talking about the science of 10x thinking, how to train your brain for big results. We've been talking about 10x, 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 how to make more money, how to do this, how to do that. But some people they just can't see it. They can't picture it. Or it's not just working for some people. It's not happening for them. And there's always a reason why. Always a reason. So we're going to get to that today, this evening. That's all we're going to be talking about. But before I go into that, I hope you know, in case you don't know, I have a course coming. Fantastic. I'm so excited about it. It is called the 10x Blueprint course, how to multiply your income and influence in 8 weeks. As in, it's one of my finest work ever. I'm so excited about it. It's an 8-week course. It's we're going to be talking a lot about structure, how to create your $1 million offer, the psychology of 10x, like one of the things we're talking about tonight, the 10x thinking. How do you train your mind? How do you train your brain for big results? We're going to be talking about that, in that course. We're going to be talking about how to create content that sells. And what I like about the course is it's practical. It's not, a lot of people do stuff online, talk. I'm not like that. I don't like it. I like practical. I like results. I'm a coach that drives results. Result is my name. I don't like when we come together and there's nothing spectacular to take out of it, or there's nothing concrete, that we can walk away with. I'm a speed person. Speed is one of my core values. So those are the things we're going to be doing in that course, the 10x blueprint, how to um multiply your money, multiply your income and influence in 8 weeks. So that's what the course is about. And there's a lot of bonuses if you sign up for that course. After the course, there's going to be a 3 month follow up. So I'm not just going to leave you out there by yourself. No, I'm going to still do a 3 month follow up on you. How are you? How's your money? How's your structure? So we're going to do that. Then, in case you want to hire, because you cannot make 10x alone, you cannot 10x your business alone. It's one of the things I learned today. I went for a conference today. It was mind blowing. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Building Beyond You conference by Tara Feladrotwe. I went there today. I went with one of my staff. I wish I had shut down the office today. I said everybody should report there. I regret not doing that because what? I saw a friend of mine, a friend and colleague. She told me, Lara, all my staff members are here. It's Building Beyond You. The one that's not even in the country is watching online. I'm like, what? Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to tell you. No matter how much you think you are making now, there's more. Today I was hearing dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was hearing billions. Like, people are doing numbers. People are successful. People are making money. And you're here still whining, still complaining, the economy, the exchange rate, the this. Like, Hey, today was mind blowing. You know, my operations director, okay, he was just like, Coach, my life, I'm blown. What? He just kept saying, what? We've not even started. Like, we've not even started, we've not even scratched the surface. Ladies and gentlemen, get knowledge, get help. Because whatever you think you're doing right now, you are capable of more. You are capable of more. I was hearing, see, there's a company rather that was talking, the new MD. So there was the old, the owner, the founder of the company is there, but she has transited, she has left and handed it over to another um, MD, a young guy. And this guy said, and the MC actually said it and he confirmed it, that as at when the MD left last year, the company was making 150 million in 1 year. Okay, so the previous year. So in 1 year, this guy, the turnover he did, the new guy, the new MD, in 1 year, it took the company from 150 million a year to 8 billion. What? I was like, what? Like, see, this conference further solidified what I've always believed, what I've always said. People need exposure. You need to be amongst people. If you want to make money, if you want to be great in life, go and find people that are already doing this thing and be around them. Those are the things you should be listening to. Those are the people you should be listening. Like, you will be shocked. You will be in your own small cocoon and be thinking, hey, this life is hard, or business is hard. Hey, God. Like, I don't even know where to start from. I'm so blown away today. My mind is blown into pieces. Into plenty pieces, because I saw what was possible. I saw what was possible. I saw women. Of course, there were men too, but women doing numbers, women doing billions of dollars. I saw women growing companies that have lasted for over 2 decades with mad turnover. I saw people succeeding, like there was a succession plan. They bring other people, I found that old founder bringing in an MD. So we are still talking about 10xing, making more money, but there's more, ladies and gentlemen. There is so much more. But if your mind cannot even conceive it, you can't have it. If your mind cannot conceive it, you cannot have it. That's the problem. If you are the best amongst the people you hang out with, you are the champion, you are in a wrong place. I'm telling you. If everybody around you are the one who has the most money, you are the one who has the best job, you are the one that your business is booming the most, everybody in your circle looks up to you, it's a problem. It's a problem. You don't have anybody you are looking up to in that circle. Still be telling them hello, hello, but that's a cage, that's not a circle. Go and find a circle that will challenge you. That's how people grow. That's how people grow. Go and find a circle, find people that will push you, that will challenge you. That was what I did this year. I've always known, some people that are, friends from afar, you just greet each other, talk once in a while. But one of them in April this year brought the idea that let's form a mastermind where we talk about, let's call it the 7-figure mastermind. And 7-figure is 7-figure in dollars, where we're talking about goals, we're talking about like, we have met once, now we're meeting again in the next 3 weeks. The conversation is different in that level, on that level. Nobody is the champion in that group. Nobody. Like all of us, you are always asking, you, how much have you made? What's the plan? Your staff, what's going on? How many staff? What is the plan? Well, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you today, if you want to grow, this is what you need to do. You need to find friends, mentors, people that will force you up. I'm telling you, that is the fastest way to grow. I had, I cannot tell you how many conversations I had today. Plenty people. The conversation was, I sat in the VVIP lounge, VVIP sector, and we're all founders. Everybody were just saying, this one was telling me, I did this, I did that, I paid 15 million to do this one. I'm like, yeah, this is where I want to be. Yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, success is not going to be handed over to you like this. No, not at all. It's not just going to be given to you like this. No, 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 no. You have to push yourself. Do you know why? Because your brain is wired for safety. Your brain will not push you to take risk. Your brain is wired to keep you safe. So your brain will keep telling you, hey, don't do this, or don't go there. What if it fails? What if it, and to you, you would say, hey, maybe that's the Holy Spirit talking to you. No, it's your brain. Your brain is wired to keep you safe. Your brain is wired to keep you small. I am telling you, because your brain does not want stress. Your brain does not want too much, anxiety or drama or panic. Or so it will always tell you, just stay here. Don't go back, don't go beyond here. Just stand here. Don't follow them. Everybody, you don't have the same script. Don't mind them. They are coming from a bigger family. Their own background. Do you know how many years they put in the work? Don't use yourself. That's what your brain does normally. And let me tell you the results of that. You will remain small. You will remain stagnant. You will remain on the same level for a long time to come. And you will now be telling people, this is what hurts me past, especially Christians, that my time has not come. God's time is the best. God is cooking me. It's not true. God has cooked you. You are the one that refused to be done. You are the one that refused to be cooked. Why? Your mind, from your background, is pain. From your background, you have seen, eaten, and dwelt amongst scarcity. That is the food that you eat. So naturally, that is what you would attract. Naturally. If you want to live that, you have to be in rooms that will literally force you out of there. You have to be having conversations that is way beyond your pay grade. That is how. That is how, ladies and gentlemen, that's how. That's how I did it. It wasn't me. I realized that if I continue to stay around the people I know, my friends, that we all grew up together, we'll go catch drinks, everybody will be calling me, big girl, Lara, oh, Lara, big girl. I realized that, I will just be a local champion. Local champion. My mates will be earning millions in dollars. Me, I'll be here complaining about Tinubu at the economy, complaining about America. Always complaining. You can't find me anywhere like that. I don't care what happens. I don't care what goes wrong. You will not find me where what they do is always complain. I will not stay there more than 10 minutes. God forbid. Because those kind of people are not going anywhere. They will not go anywhere. I'm telling you, no matter how bad the situation is, people who always complain, they always find faults. They always complain. They always see reasons why some things will not work. Don't be around them and don't be that person. You will be subconsciously like this. You'll be repelling growth. You'll be repelling abundance. You'll be repelling money. I'm telling you, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. That's why you have to attend my course, the 10X Blueprint. It's 3 million naira. 3 million naira, that's $2,000, I think, is ending on Friday, September 19th, after which it goes to 3.5 million. That's $2,143. When you attend that class, you will never be the same. Somebody told me, she was beside me. She was I just met her today. She sat beside me at the conference. She was telling me about a program, a master class she went to this year. She said, Lara, she was telling me, she showed me, I don't want to mention the name of the woman. She told me, she said, that master class changed my life, changed my business game. She told me, go and do it. Go. I was like, where? She said, she only takes 10 people. This woman is a legend. She said, she always takes 10 people. She would Sit down, dissect your business, be on your business, your home, your life, your marriage, everything about you as a woman. This woman is going to get on it, and you will. She told me it's more than 10x. I was like, how much is it? She told me it's 1.2 million. I was like, okay, is it a weekly, program? He said it's one day. She told me. And she already told me another one is happening in Dubai. If you do, she was telling me this one is happening in October. Go and do it. And we're going to Dubai again March next year. Lara, go and register. I was quickly looking for the link and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not about I have the money. Somebody told me last week that, Lara, and I like this program. I want to attend this your program for 3 million. God, not now. She was telling me there's a birthday celebration coming up in her family, her in-law, and she has to pay a lot of money as the something, 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 and another one in her own family. And I was telling her, I said, that is good, but I want you to know something. The money you are going to pay for those parties, you won't make them back. You won't. But the money you will pay for this program, you will make it back. She was like, wow, I've never thought about it like that. I said, I don't know. I don't have an advice for you. I don't know what you're going to do. But if you know that you are tired, because if you keep, it's this same business that you're going to pull all that money from, that you want to go and pay for that party, that ashwebi, that, to save face, to avoid embarrassment, to show that, yes, I am in my family, I'm representing. It's the same business. So. But if you're not making enough, you're not putting back in that business, how will you continue to make money to spend like that? So I was telling her, I said, it's better you go. If you put your money in this one, you will make it back. It's a guarantee. She was like, hey, Jesus, Lara, and setting fire on people's bum. I'm like, it's not about setting fire, it's just telling you the truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot think big, if your mind does not feel, your brain does not feel comfortable or safe with making a lot of money, you will not be able to attract it. Even if they pay you, you will lose it. I'm telling you, if they employ you in a company and they are paying you a lot of money, because your mind is not used to that. It's just a favor. As Christians, God, we pray for favor, and then favor comes. But if your subconscious is not ready, it's not wired for 10x, it's not wired for big results, you are going to lose that job. Things will happen. It may not even be your fault. You will think yourself out of that job. They will kick you out. Something will happen. You will leave. Something bad will happen. Same thing with your business. Even if you experience a surge and they pay you a lot of money for your business, at some point, because your mind cannot hold, your nervous system cannot hold a lot of money, you will repel it. Something will happen. You will lose the money. Somebody will fall sick. Maybe you will also get duped. I'm telling you, this is what has happened to me a lot of times before I understood the psychology of attracting money, the psychology of 10x thinking, and the power of the subconscious mind. You have to be able to train your mind to be able to think big first, before you even, attract it. That's one of the things I help people do when they book a strategy session with me. I'll be asking them, so how much are you making now? How much do you want to make in the next 6 months? And, usually, they'll give me one figure. I'll be like, figure, this one. How about times 10? Coach, how? And then I begin to do that subconscious work in their mind. Because the people who are making it, that's how they first, before you get the money in your hand, before your business explodes, you have to get it here first. You have to. Whatever it takes, you have to. 95% of our life decision is controlled by your subconscious. 95%, ladies and gentlemen. It means that that decision of you saying, I'm not going to do this again, is 5%. That's why you keep doing the same thing that you said you will not do again. Because 95% is what is controlling you. And that 95% is not within your control. In quotes, is autopilot. Is what has been stored there as a child, as an adult, as you know, all the failures you have gone through, all the disappointments, all the pain, all the things you have seen your folks go through, all the things that you have seen your friends, other people go through, it is stored and programmed in that 95% of your mind. So that is what will be controlling you today. And you don't know. How do you break free from that? You have to force yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not something you do like, okay, let me just take it gradually. No, you don't take it gradually. You don't. Let me tell you one of the things I did. I started going for programs that the money last one, the money. I'll be like, hey, Jesus, this money, hey. And I'll tell myself, Lara, force yourself. Pay twice. If there's a payment plan, pay twice, pay 3 times. Make sure you are in that room. I am telling you, that is how my life has changed consistently. Last year, I went for 2 programs like that. 2. The money, I can't call it for you. If I call it, you will be shaking. Somebody asked me, like, coach, she saw me physically like last week or 2. She said, did you really pay that money for that program? I said, yes. That is what can give me the confidence to say, I'm going to charge $20,000 from a client. I'm going to charge $15,000. That's where when you pay some money to be in a room, in a certain room, let me tell you, the conversation will be different. Your mind will be stretched. I went for a retreat last year. Oh my God. See, I set a goal. They told us to set a goal in that retreat. But before we even got to the goal, the things I have been hearing, it wasn't just even hearing, seeing. I remember the lady, she's a coach, she's a woman, and she told us that she wanted to, because the program was about money, the money edition. So she said she wanted to show us what abundance feels like. Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never seen food like that in my own life. Since they have born me. Food. Like you will eat. They are asking, you are like, you people, what's the plan? Do you people want to kill me with food? She said it is part of the teaching. On our tables, the gifts that were given to us, she told us everything one by one. This one was imported from Canada. This one was like the things I went home with. Then the retreat was 4 days. I got there on Thursday, so it started Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some people got there some people did they are called the billionaire group, like the mastermind. She gave them 1 gram of gold each. Ladies and gentlemen, I left that retreat mind blown. I'm like, no, I can't be, no. Hey, Lara, what? You are playing small. That is what being in those type of rooms does to you. Make sure you squeeze yourself to enter those rooms. If it is paying 15 times, make sure you get there. Don't sit down and say, hey, it's a lot of money. Don't do that. It's your brain. It's trying to keep you small. How much is this? How much have I made? It's your brain. Remember, anytime that thing comes to you, remember that Coach Lara said it's your brain. Your brain was designed to keep you small, to keep you safe. So if you want to break out of that, you have to force it. You have to. You have to. And how do you start? Number 1, first of all, what do you show it? What do you show your brain? What do you show your mind? If you live, I have said this thing 1 billion times. Where you live is very important. Your environment is very important. What you see every day is key. And if, for instance, maybe unfortunately, you cannot change your environment yet, make sure you put things inside your room or your house, wherever, pictures of things that you want to be like. That's what a vision board does. I have that one in my room at home. I have one in my office. That is what I see every day. Even though my ambience is beautiful, but I want more. What do you show your brain? Stop showing it what you don't want. If you keep showing it the agege, 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 dead rats on the streets, bosses, people fighting everywhere, it will keep producing more of that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, when people travel, when you see people who travel out of the country, traveling is not flex, it's not affluence. No, it's not affluence. It is important. I went to one place last year. I was at a hotel. I told my husband, man, sweetheart, I can't be broke. The guy was just laughing at me. I said, like that hotel, we're in that country for 2 weeks, but that hotel we only spent, I think, 3 or 4 days there. I was like, what? Why didn't we come here since the beginning? When you go to a country, you stay in a hotel, you want to go and visit plenty places. This one, I'm like, I'm not fit. Like this hotel, this environment alone is enough tourism for me. I told him, I'm like, when you travel, it's not to show. Exposure affects your mind. Exposure lifts you up. It affects your visualization. It affects your goals. Stop being around what you have known all your life. Well, this is not part of my script too. I don't even know. It's like I'm preaching today. Something is just inside of me leaping. I'm telling you. There is more. I was speaking to somebody today, she's a mentor of mine. And she was telling me, now we just did 500K like just some weeks ago, just in last quarter, so we should be able to do at least maybe 700K. It's not 500K naira, $500K dollars. She was like, we should be able to do maybe another 700 to, a million before December comes. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to be hearing. Because if you don't know, if you're just following me, I have a $1 million goal to achieve between now and May 2026. So those are the conversations I want to be hearing. I don't want to be hearing somebody that'll tell me, it's too much. Let's calm down. It's December. No. I don't want you around me. I don't want people that will be saying, let's manage it. I don't want you in my space. I don't want you. There is more, ladies and gentlemen. There is more. Don't always be around people that all they talk about is scarcity. All they talk about is pain. All they talk about is look at what they did to me. All they do is complain. Your life is going to reflect what they are saying, what they are doing. That's the subconscious. It mirrors what it sees, what it hears, what it thinks. That's what it will give you exactly what you have been talking about, hearing, and what you have been saying. That's how it works. That's how it works. My friends know. When Lara is there, when they are talking, they know any therapists have come. You better change the subject. If not, I will look for something. I'm going to go. I can't be there. I don't want to hear. Because I'm very particular of what goes into my mind. Every time is complaint. Every time is moodiness. Every time is sadness. I don't want you around me. You're going to bring down my energy. I don't want you. Everybody around me knows this. My children know this. You can't be coming here. What happened? Nothing. What's doing you? Nothing. What's that? Use your words. What's the problem? Tell me so that if it's something we can solve, let's go solve it. If not, fix your face. Fix your face. If I notice that I'm going to be avoiding you, I will put that kind of person far away from me because I don't want people that are unstable. I don't want people that their energy is draining. Energy is contagious. I don't want that. Because where I'm going, Okay, so let me give you one of the points because my body is doing me this night. There's something called the Reticular Activating System, your RAS. What it does is that it filters billions of bits of info into your brain. You know how every time like billions of things comes to you, comes across you, comes to your mind. Normal. But your RAS filters it so that you don't go crazy, and if it filters it to what your brain wants to see. For instance, if you say, I want to buy a white Benz, that's what you keep seeing everywhere you go. That's your RAS working. You have programmed your RAS. So if you are talking, if all you read on Instagram is husband that is beating wife, if all you talk about is husband that is cheating wife, that is what your RAS will be filtering to you everywhere. You will just be coming across such talk conversations. Before you know it, it will happen to you. So that is why you have to reprogram your subconscious mind for success. You have to, if you want to 10x your income. The way you think before when you were on 1x or 2x has to be different. Like, majorly different. When I wanted to embark on a 10x journey, I started going for high ticket programs. I went for one boot camp in Lagos last year. Normally, me, the amount of money I paid, it was 2 days. The people I saw, what they were saying was not new to me. Somebody was telling me in that boot camp, can you rate this thing? Because all the things they are saying, it's not that we've not heard anything. There's nothing new that they are saying. I said, it's not about anything new. I'm not here to hear anything new. I'm here because of the people here. He was like, because me, I'm not going to be whining. You've paid this money. Why are you whining? That's scarcity mindset. I told him, I said, I'm not here for, maybe what they are saying. I'm not trying to judge or weigh what they are saying. I'm trying to be in the room with stakeholders, decision makers. That's what I'm trying to do. This year, I can tell you how many high ticket programs I've gone for. There was one we just paid. It was a normal 100K program, but there were tiers of 400K, 2 million. Like, there's breakfast for networking. The conversation there is different. There's lunch, with the founders. The conversation is different. That's how to 10x first in your mind before your physical reality. Go and hang out with people that you want your life to be like. If you cannot hang out with them, watch their video like we are watching mine now. Sign up for their courses. Sign up for their program. Push yourself. It's sacrifice. The money is not supposed to come easy. It's not something you should be able to get easily. No, it's something you should sacrifice for. That's how. So your RAS begins to filter what your brain wants to see. If your brain is tied to small wins, if that's what your brain wants, because that's what you are used to, small win, maybe somebody that will just dash you 200,000 naira, or somebody that will just pay for your 50K course, that is what your brain will be bringing to you. That's what you'll be saying. That's what you'll be, being a part of. That's what will be your reality. Because you have trained your brain to look for small wins, small windfall. Somebody just dashed me 50,000. That's what your brain will be looking for. 50,000, 30,000, 20,000 naira, $20, $50. That's what your brain. But if you put huge monies, good night, baby. If you train your brain, your mind to start looking for millions of naira without you questioning it, because normally you'll be telling yourself, hey, how will I get million? What do I know that people, that's your brain. Remember I told you, it's designed to keep you small and keep you safe. Your brain will be telling you which million, what do you know in this economy? Are you selling food? Even people selling food, they don't make millions of naira. It's your brain, no, it's your enemy. Don't mind them. Do you know how many years she has been doing this business for? You want to be using yourself to be, hey, how much are they making? Are you sure she's even making this money? All these online coaches. It's your brain. It's your brain. Don't listen to it. It's trying to sabotage you to keep you small because that's his job. It doesn't want stress for you. It's designed to keep you safe. So you keep finding faults, finding loopholes in people's testimonies, in people's conversations, in people's declaration. It's because she made $1 million. It's because she has a husband that has money. It's because she already has a lift. She's Dangote's son-in-law. She's this one. It's your brain. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. You can train your brain to think in multiplications instead of additions. Multiplication means that last month you made 100,000. Multiplication means that you start thinking, I want to make 1 million. That's multiplication. Train your brain. You can. She's a Nepo baby, Oshejare. Thank you, Miriam. Those are the things they say. She's a Nepo baby. You are Lapo baby. You want to be comparing yourselves. Don't do that. Don't ever say that. Your brain is trying to sabotage your success. Don't do that. Let me go spiritual. See that sits in a seat of discomfort. Those are scornful people. Don't sit. Psalms 1. Don't sit among scornful people. Don't entertain scornful thoughts. Your brain is always looking for how to, poke holes in that testimony, poke holes in that conversation. Catch it. Catch it. Catch it. Train your brain. You can train your brain to think in multiplications. If you are working, right now you are earning 200K. You can decide and say, by this time next year, I want to start earning 2 million. If you put that thing in your brain and tell it every day, let me tell you what happens. Your brain will find a way for that to happen. I know somebody that happened to. Last year, he was employed in a company. He was collecting 250,000 naira. And he said after a while, he started thinking, I want to earn more money. I want to be, something happened. That's how that's how God works. That's how life works. It will look as if it's a coincidence. They had to, the company was now restructuring. I know this person personally. He went from 250,000 to 800,000 in 1 year. Like, he did not even complete the 1 year. In the same company, they moved him up a little. They just did, how, especially growing businesses, you just want to say, I want to put proper structure in place, proper, we want to scale. So we want to do proper salary scale. So, so they had to regularize, do a lot of things. He moved from in the same company. Train your brain to think in multiplications, not additions. You can. And how do you do that? Meditation, visualization, affirmations. That's how. There's one thing I do the most, visualization. I learned it. Some Christians will tell you, oh, it's new age practice. My sister, it is not. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are good, think ye on these things. Think ye on these things. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Don't joke with visualization. Don't joke with visualization. Don't joke with meditation. Ladies and gentlemen, don't joke with it. I make sure I picture where I want to be in my life in the next maybe 5 months, 6 months, 1 year. I picture money. I picture my account, GTB. It's orange. Then they use white to write the money. I picture it every night. 500 million. The numbers before I sleep. I look at Zenith, 800 million. Zenith is red background and black. That's how much I study, like, my visualization. Then I look at my dorm account. Okay, this is the amount of dollars I want. I do it every night before I sleep, every morning when I wake up. Why? I am teaching my brain. I am rewiring my brain, repatterning my brain to think in multiplications. Specificity, absolutely. Duchi09. You have to be specific. Don't say, I want to make more money. That's vague. How much more money? How much? What do you want to be doing by this time, December? And some of you don't wait till, you know how that maybe I will start from October 1. What's that? I'll start from January 1. I'll start on the first day. I read something today. He said, stop waiting for any day, because next year is today repeated 365 times. Every day is the same. Don't wait. Some people want to set a goal. I have to wait till first. Don't do that. You can start today on the 29th. You can start on the 18th. Don't be conformed to what everybody does. It has to be on the first. It has to be on the last day of the month. It has to be, it says who? Where did that come from? It has to be by 1 a.m. It has to be by 8 a.m. All those things are conditioning that are not helping you. So train your mind to see 10x opportunities, and it will. Let me give you one example that happened. The conference I went to today, I wanted to go with one of my staff, our operations director. I paid for my own like 3-4 weeks ago. VVIP. I saw it was early bird. I wanted to pay for everybody, but I'm like, this person, I'm like, okay, wait, I'll come and pay later. So as at yesterday, the conference was today. So as at yesterday morning, I was like, I have to pay for this guy today. Hell, I should have paid that deal. I don't think I have enough loose cash to pay. But I must get him he must attend that conference with me tomorrow. Do you know what happened? Well, I have put that in my RAS. Let me tell you what happened. 30 minutes after, I was on a session. Because sometimes I'm doing session, you know me now. Sometimes I get distracted. I'll just go on my phone. I was doing a session with a client and I was on my phone. I don't even know why, on Instagram. And I saw somebody posted, they are giving free tickets for this event. If you're interested, send a message to their DM now and ask that and tell them why. Immediately, inside my session, I forwarded it to him. Do this thing. Do you know what happened? In about 2 hours, he told me, Coach, I got it. I told 2 people to do it. The second person did not get it because that person was not in my RAS. I didn't put it here. I didn't have that person in mind. It was when I saw that, they say they are giving free. Let me tell this person. That's how this thing works. When I woke up yesterday, I said, this guy must attend this program tomorrow. Let me see if I'll still have extra money to pay for him. That's how it works. I told when I saw free, I told the second person, you to go and send the DM, but they didn't give her. They didn't answer her, but they gave this guy because I have put that guy in my RAS. This guy has to be in this conference with me. That's how it works. You are repatterning. You understand? You are the one that is controlling your life. You don't know. You think it's customer. No. You think it's clients. No. It's not true. You think it's economy. No. You think it's one rule of something. No. You are the one. It is what you have trained your mind for. You are not trained to see something out of the blue. You are used to a pattern, small, you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So if that is how your mind has been wired, how are you going to 10x? You can't. You can't. Because your mind is shaped to do arithmetic progression. It's not shaped or wired to do progressive, exponential progression, rather. So if this is you, start retraining your mind. Start it. Start putting the things that you want. Train your mind to start looking and thinking for 10x opportunities, and it will attract it to you. Like you need to actually sit down and start thinking, right now I'm earning like 300,000 a month. What will I do if I want to, what if I start earning 3 million naira a month? Yes, your brain will tell you, don't do it, or how? Be daydreaming. Oh, Benny, come back. Stop it. It's not possible. You stop daydreaming and go back to work. It's your brain. Remember, it's designed to keep you small. It's designed to keep you safe. It's your brain. Don't listen to it. It's your brain. So, but if you can surpass that period of discomfort, that period of self-doubt, if you can push through it and say, yes, it's 3 million I want, and do it every day, trust me, it's just a matter of time. That's my story. That's how I keep going. I keep making loads of money. That's how. I know how to use my subconscious. That's the advantage I have that a lot of other business coaches don't have. That's what I have. I'm telling you. People focus on, that's why you see that I say I am a mind and strategy coach. There's strategy, but there's also mind. A lot of people are strategy coaches. It's not just strategy. It's not just strategy. That's why the Bible says faith without works is dead. You have to power the strategy with something, with the invisible. That's what makes it work. So that's RAS. So the next point is neuroplasticity. I've actually talked about it, but it means that the brain can literally rewire itself through repeated focus. That's neuroplasticity. You're introducing something new to the brain for the first time that is not used to. What do you think will happen? The brain will reject it. It will complain, it will rebel, it will protest. What is this? Who is lying to you? Don't, it's normal. But when you make it repeated focus, you will rewire the brain. That's what happened to me. Repeated focus, you train your brain to start thinking differently. It will happen. It will happen. So that's neuroplasticity. When you are, this is for people that have done neuroscience. This is for people that, they will understand what neuroplasticity means. Is to rewire your mind, rewire your brain with something new. Keep giving it, you can also call it autosuggestion. Keep giving it something new that is not used to, something that will make it uncomfortable, something that would, I have been in a room of, conference, is it conference or boot camp or something? And by the time they finished talking, I became depressed. That's neuroplasticity. Because my mind is not used to that much challenging information. When I saw the depression, when I started feeling sad, I said, this mind, you want to get me. It's my brain. I shall go there again tomorrow. That's how it's done. That's how. You don't say, you don't avoid it. Look at what he did to me last time. I'm not doing it again. I beg. Then you start avoiding those people. You start avoiding those kind of people. You start avoiding those type of conversations. You start avoiding those type of meetings. You say, every time they're always talking good. They're always talking big things. I will now start feeling like God has not done it for me. I beg, let me unfollow them. People tell me this all the time. Oh man, shock me. As in, I get shocked that some people say I have to unfollow some people. They put me under pressure. Which nonsense pressure is that? What pressure is that? That means your container is small. Which pressure? Like, people tell me this all the time. One of my friends told me she had to delete Instagram for about 2 months because what she was seeing, I'm like, well, I understand because, it's trading. I've never felt like that. If I see people buying cars or doing things that I don't have, for me, it's like, it is possible. Hey, that's how it is possible. These people are showing me it is possible. It is possible. That's me. It's not to feel pressured. No, maybe I'm not feeling, maybe God is not, maybe I'm not trying enough. I never feel that way. That's low self-esteem. Come for mindset coaching with me. It's therapy. Come and heal. All right. So there's what we called small thinking or limiting belief traps. You know all those your limiting beliefs. It happens because of the way you have been raised, your childhood, your culture, your society. It conditions you to play small, especially women. That's why I am particularly focused on women. It's easy to push a man to become successful, very easy, because society naturally expect them to be successful. So they buy into it easily. It's so easy. But a woman, you start thinking, my husband is not doing that much. If I not have more money than him, would I not be proud? Hey, will I still be a good mother if all I'm doing is chasing money? Will I be there for my children instead of you to use your money to be there for your children? Will I not be a proud wife? That thing is, I've told you, it's your brain. Society, your conditioning, what you saw your mom go through, you are repeating it. What you saw, that's why you have to see other people, what you see around you, your friends. They always have struggle story every day. It's enough. Stop it. You add to the struggle story. Stop sub stories. That's what you people share all the time. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Stop it. Celebrate greatness. If you see my page on Instagram, if you keep scrolling, 3 things that you will see. Number 1 is comedy. You will laugh. You will laugh. In fact, I'm just watching comedy since Monday. Things to make me laugh. Number 2, everything is about you can do it. You can do it. I made $1 million last week in 1 week. This is how. Money is, those are the things you will see on my page. That's how I have programmed my Instagram to feed me. So I don't see what you guys are seeing. All those, they are pressuring me. Who are you following? I don't see all those things. I don't see all those small girl, big God. I don't see those kind of things. I don't. It's not in my RES. It's not in my subject of focus at all. All I'm seeing is Mel Robbins, Alex Omuzi. There's this new guy now, Sharon something, all this. Those are the people talking about you can make it, I made it, or Jeff Bezos talking about how I made $10 million in. That's all the things I'm seeing on my page. You can program your Instagram to be giving you those kind of things. Just go and search for things like that. Do it. Trust me. Search in the morning, in the night. From the next day, that's the only thing your Instagram. And when it brings it to you, click on it. Trust me, that's the only thing you'll be seeing. If it brings you something you don't like, skip it. Don't click. You'll take it away. So, but you are seeing small get big God posts. You said you click, bam, it brings it to you again. All right. So the scarcity versus abundance programming. Some people, they just cannot. Where they are coming from is scarcity. So they always, some conditioning in your mind is don't ask for too much. Be realistic. You see that word? I hate people saying it around. Be realistic. What's that? What's that? Be realistic. Play safe. It's not good for you. It's your brain trying to keep you safe. I've told you. There's something I wrote here called the survival loop. The brain defaults to avoiding pain instead of chasing possibilities. Because the brain thinks that, if I now set a goal of $100,000, I'll now be thinking up and down. I'll now, I beg. That's what the brain does. What if I don't meet it? I'll now be sad. I'll be depressed. That's what your brain does to you. It's called the survival loop. So it defaults to avoiding pain instead of chasing possibilities. It keeps women from raising prices. Some women can never raise their price. They can't. It keeps women from entering new markets or owning their authority. You cannot allow for that. You can't. That's why we are 10x queens here. We are the power nation here. We raise powerhouses here. That's the conversation. That's what we do here. We're not here to share sub stories, struggle stories. How some people, please, not here. We don't entertain that here. Hey, Coach Larabo, are you saying I should deny my feelings? No. But we are saying you should reprogram and reroute your feelings. Reroute it because it is possible. No matter what you feel, you can change it. You can switch your thoughts. I was trained to do that. You can switch it. So a lot of women fall under these categories. They can't enter new markets. I don't know anything. No. I don't know. I need certification. That's why you see people. Hey, some people have 65 certifications. It's not because they actually need it. It's they're looking for validation. It's low self-esteem. They feel they are not enough. So let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, so that this I will now feel. I'm not saying don't go for certifications, but find out, why am I asking for certifications? Why? Why? Go in this thy might. You are enough already. Yes, you can learn more, of course, get certifications. I'm not saying, but why? Is it from fear? Is it from feeling small? Is it from smallness? you know so you now begin to self-sabotage yourself. I can't. I can't. You self-sabotage. You are the one who you are praying for something, but when the opportunity comes, you sabotage it. You give excuses. No, I can't. All these things. I beg, I'm not ready. You start to tell yourself, I'm not ready. It's a lie. Anytime something big comes, you say, I'm not ready. Know that is your brain is trying to protect you. He's trying to keep you small. That's his job. Don't allow it. So, procrastination, perfectionism, overthinking, all these things are rooted in subconscious beliefs that you don't deserve more. That's the reason why when people come to me, oh, coach, I procrastinate a lot. I ask them, a lot of times, it's not procrastination, it's a bigger problem, it's a deeper problem. It's just manifesting or camouflaging as procrastination. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's feeling small. So you just say, I'll do it later. It's not because that's how you are. No, you are not like that. You just can't, you are too afraid to do it. Sometimes it's because you're not passionate about it. That's why you procrastinate. You know. So now let's go to principles of 10x thinking. Principle one is multiplicative questions. That's the question you should be asking yourself. Instead of how do I make more, ask yourself, how do I 10x this? How do I 10x more? It forces your brain to explore new models, not to be working harder. You remember in 10x, in case you have been following me and been joining this my conversation, it's not about working harder. 10x is about achieving more and doing less. So your question should be, how do I 10x this? Instead of how do I make more? How do I 10x this? It forces your brain to explore new models. How do I make, let's say you are making 3 million. How do I make 30 million? Yes, your brain first do like, calm down. Oh. You now say, yes, it's true. That means is this, I'm on the right track. Anytime you give yourself big figure, or you think big figure, or say big figure, or you hear big figure, and then your body, you're on the right track. Is your brain. It's trying to keep you small. Be lie, you can't do this. It's your brain. It's your brain. It's your brain. So when you start asking multiplicative questions, your brain, explore new models. It forces, itself to start looking for solutions for 10x instead of arithmetic or addition. All right, that's principle one. Principle two is identity upgrade. You don't get results at the level of your goals, but at the level of your identity. Identity means who you think you are. Who do I think I am? That's your identity. You must become the person that acts and leads like a 10x CEO. When I wanted to transition my brand this year, when I wanted to start talking about 10x powerhouses, do you know what I did? I told my team, I changed my wardrobe. I told them all these clothes are past clothes. I have to become a powerhouse. I have to start dressing like that. I bought new shoes, new bags. See, I know some of you will be thinking it's because you have money, Coach Lara. It's not. No, no. Let me even be honest with you. When I told myself that, I said I want to start helping. I want to start helping women become powerhouses. So I have to look the part. I have to show myself and project myself as a powerhouse. So, and it has to start with my wardrobe. I went on Instagram. I saw some boutiques, some people, I saw their pages, suits 300,000 naira. I saw some clothes 400,000, some clothes 200,000. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this. Right now, I can't spend my money to be buying this. That money can buy other things, bigger things that I need, more important. I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I will still buy them, but not now. Do you know what I did? I just remembered that I once had a tailor that makes good clothes, like knows how to sew very well. There are tailors and there are tailors. There are tailors that I have that all they can make is native dresses. Those ones. I don't give them the ones that are not native. Some people, all they can sew is dress. Some people, all they can sew is skirts. And I'm telling you, I know tailors like that. So I found one that she can replicate style like I want. She will buy the right material, luxury material, and she will do it under a budget. I found somebody like that and I paid her. She charged me, like instead of maybe 400,000 for that, she just charged me 10% of that. And it looked so good. So it's not about, oh, you have money. It's a decision here. Identity upgrade. If you say, I want to start making so money, you have to carry yourself like that. You have to look like that. You have to speak like that. You have to smile like that. That's how. You have to talk like that. You have to dress like that. You have to gesticulate like that. It's called identity upgrade. So it's not just by mouth. That's the reason why you are not making that type of money that you want. That's the reason why you're not 10x in the money, that you want. To earn maybe 100,000 a month, if that's what you want, you must become the woman who can think, who thinks, who acts, and leads like $100,000 a month CEO. Meaning that, for instance, they come to you in the office and they're telling you, so ma, we want to do something for 10 million. You don't say, hey, well, for what? It's too expensive. Where will I get it? No, you don't do that. You tell them, okay, I'll get back to you. And then you go back and start thinking, how can this happen? Instead of, we can never afford this. No, scarcity mindset says, we can't afford this. Abundance mindset says, how can I afford this? That's how I think now. I don't shut anything down, never. Even if I don't have the cash physically, because cash is subjective. Cash is paper. There are so many ways you can get things done. I'm telling you. I hope somebody will catch what I'm saying tonight. So principle 3 is influence over effort. Influence over effort. When you use your influence instead of working hard, no. Your influence, who are you? How do you influence other people to do things? Then if you're on social media, you use your influence to make money, to tell people to do things instead of efforts. Hard worker. I wake up, I sleep 1 a.m., wake up 4 a.m. It's not by that. That is not bad. Well, it's bad, sha. Don't sleep for 3 hours. But influence over effort. Show how authority, influence means that you have authority. Show how authority and positioning attract opportunities faster than grinding. Let me tell you what I mean by influence. Let's say, for instance, I want to make like my money $1 million. Normally, I could but because I want to use my influence instead of effort, if I decide to do it by myself, it will happen, but it may take me 3 or 5 years instead of 1 year. Influence means leveraging on other people. Start using, maybe I do PR. Do ads so that a lot more people can know me. Do PR. Let talk, show up in Forbes Africa. Show up on Business Day. Bella Niger. That's influence. That's authority. You understand? You're not just is hard work, hard work, hard work. Every day you're always tired. No, how many things can you use effort to do? Effort is 1x thinking, 2x thinking. Influence is 10x thinking. Authority, positioning. That's the new, currency. That's the new currency. I wrote something here. Oprah Winfrey does not work harder than everyone, but her influence multiplies her reach. Our influence multiplies our reach. So, who are you around? Who are you leveraging on? Which people are you collaborating with? Collaborating with people, positioning yourself as up there, being an authority, being in that space. That's the conversation you need to be having. So, influence over effort. Stop focusing only on effort, effort, effort. You will tire, you will burn out. Influence. Position yourself strategically. Use strategy. Sometimes what you need is to hire a coach instead of figuring it out yourself by yourself on your own. If you do that, it might take you 10 years. You will figure it out on the long run. Why not? Because you have brain. It may take you 10 years. But if you use a coach, it may just take you a year or 6 months. If you use me, it will take you 6 months. That's my promise to you. If you sign up, with me for my 6 months personal coaching, you will 10x what you are currently earning when you sign up in the beginning. It's a promise. Because I'm going to use influence for you. We're going to make you an authority, your positioning. Your positioning is what we're going to use, not effort. It's not effort. Influence over effort. Some of you, all you do is what you do. That's why you get burnt out. You get drained. Effort, emotions, effort. Shout, 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 shout. Jump, 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 jump. No, influence, positioning. So that's principle 3. Principle 4, environment of expansion. I have talked about this. Be in environment of expansion. The people, the content, the rooms you are in shapes your subconscious. If you hang around 5 small thinkers, you will be the 6th. Trust me. If you hang around 5 powerhouses, you will become the 6th. That's my own strategy. I have friends that will have a mastermind. What we talk about, they are always talking about, hey, in that my mastermind group, hey, all they are talking about is, hey, look at what Alex Omozi did. Lara, are you sleeping? He sold 3 million books in one day. He made $30 billion. That's what I'm hearing every day. Those are the people I speak with. The rooms I go to, like the one I went today. Those are the conversations we have in those rooms today. By here, imagine somebody saying they went from, in 1 year, from 150 million naira turnover to 8 billion turnover, 8 billion naira turnover in 1 year. Do you know what that does to somebody's mind? You come back and you're fired up. Those are the rooms you should be in. Those are the kind of content you should be consuming. Not content of, if all you do this year is to stay alive, you don't win. Stop it. Those are the things that will, strengthen your laziness or your smallness. Those are the videos you like to have. Nobody can put me under pressure. I beg, if I get money, na food I go chop. I no keep person. Na entrepreneur I be. To you, those are, nice, funny. But you don't know what that does to your mind. Keeps you small. It justifies your smallness. It justifies your disappearance. your small-mindedness, your small thinking. And then you finish watching that one, you go and talk to that your friend that, your friend sees you as Odogu. When you complain to your friend that, not even, this month, sales is slow. Your friend is like, you, sales is slow. Yeah, you are even still seeing sales. Me, I not even see one. You start thinking, those are the people you are hanging and mixing yourself with. Get out of those conversations. Get out of those rooms. Get out. Get out. Stop watching content like that. That's what your TikTok will keep giving you because that's what you keep clicking on. That's what you keep watching. I beg, no let anybody pressure you. December don't they come. Use your last 15 naira, take them back. Don't do that yourself. Don't do that. Skip those type of contents. To you, they are funny. But they are, you know what they are doing? They are depositing something in your subconscious, in your RAS, reticular activation system. They are depositing things there. They are making your focus be small. That's why we go to church 31st. We'll dance and dance and dance. Yes, we're not where we used to be, but hey, the thing I have seen this year. I'm not saying don't thank God, but don't do it in tradition. Don't do it traditionally. Don't do it because you refuse to step into God's expansion plan for you. God's multiplication plan, God's fruitfulness plan by your own small brain, your small mind. It's your fault. But you now come and now say, the things my eyes saw this year. Stop it. What has your eyes seen? Start putting things that you want your eyes to see. Be in rooms where they have big conversations about money, about progress, about business. That's how. If you want to 10x fast, let me just tell you, that's your shortcut. Be in conversations when you are hearing millions, billions. I'm telling you, it forces your brain, it jolts your brain. Don't be the local champion. Don't be the best amongst your friends. Those are not your friends. You have outdated those ones. You have out Go and look for new ones. Go and look for the ones that will push you. Go and hire a coach like me that will push you. By the time I charge you one money, your brain will start shifting. Hey, you start sweating. Yes. Remember, I've told you today, anytime you feel that way, is your brain. It's designed to keep you small. It is designed to keep you safe. So it will be whispering to you, don't do it. Don't mind that woman. If you pay this money now, how will you do this? How will you do this? Benny, you better just everything. Life is in stages. Men are in sizes. He will start bringing all those silly proverbs to you. Is your brain. It's designed to keep you small, to keep you safe. Don't allow it. All right. So yes, I want to give you guys an assignment today that you can take home. How much do you want to earn between now and May 2025? Me, I have announced my own publicly. I want to earn and make $1 million between now and then. In fact, I've started getting close to it. I've started going towards it. So how much do you want to earn? Write it down. When you write it down, then ask yourself another question. Who do I need to become to be able to earn this type of money? That was what answered all my. I'm like, who do I need? That's why I stopped all the courses I used to do, all the therapy, all the 900,000, 700,000, 200. I stopped because when I asked myself that question, who do I need to become? I told myself, you have to be a powerhouse. You have to be an authority. You have to be positioned up there. They have to see you as, this kind of problem solver. Then everything changed for me. So you ask yourself, who do you need to become to be able to make this amount of money or attain this type of goal? If you can answer that, then you now start writing, how do I become this person? That's what I did. And look at what happened. blue. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not the economy, it's not Nigerians, it's not Americans, it's not, people don't like to pay. It's not true. People are paying every day. People are paying. Money is exchanging hands. A lot of money every day. They are not just coming to you. Who do you need to become for you to be able to attract money daily? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. And if you want to dive deeper, because this is the kind of, look at this conversation that we've had now for 1 hour, 15 minutes. We're going to be having it for 8 weeks at the 10x Blueprint course. 8 weeks to multiply your income and influence. This is the kind of conversation we'll be having. And we'll be doing practical classes. We're going to be setting our goals here in the class. I'm going to help you set your goal in the class. And, we're going to work on it together. We're going to break it down. How much do you need to earn every week, every month to be able to get this? Then what are the strategies for you to be able to earn this type of money, to be able to earn this weekly, to be able to earn this monthly? Those are the things we're doing. And you're going to be in the rooms with other people that are like you, other people that are, they are tailored towards the same goal, which is to 10x their income, to become somebody of influence and authority. Those are the kind of people you'll be sharing that room with. The conversation in that room is going to force you. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing from October 5 to November 23rd. It's 8 weeks. It happens once every week on Sundays, 7 p.m. West African time. It's once a week. You have you have access to your own portal where you view your own courses, watch videos and all of that. But our weekly group program or coaching program is every Sunday, 7 p.m. So early bird discount of 3 million naira or $2,000 is ending this Friday, tomorrow, September 19th. So you can still be a part of it. After tomorrow, it goes to 3.5 million. That's $2,143. All right? Do something for yourself before this year ends. Do something. You've been doing something for everybody, especially if you're a mother, if you're a wife. You're always helping people. Even if you're not married, your sisters, your younger ones, your older ones, you're always helping everybody. Always helping everybody. Do something massive for yourself this year. Let this be your Christmas gift to yourself. All right? So click the link in the bio to register or send a DM. You get a response. So thank you, everybody. I always come live here every Thursday to talk about 10x, business, money, powerhouse, anything that will, move you towards being a powerhouse. Every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. That's when I talk about that. So join me every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. West African time to talk this. And then on Mondays, we go Christian. I have a ministry called Ministers in the Marketplace. And every Mondays, 7 p.m., we study the word, we pray, we meditate on the word, and we dive deep. We dive deeper into the word to be able to be disciples in the marketplace as God has called us to be. All right? Thank you, everybody, for joining me. God bless you. Have a lovely night. See you next week, Thursday. Bye for now.